perfect display of projection, blaming your adversary for what you are doing. Dark money, judicial capture, propaganda. The fossil fuel industry would have nothing to do with those things. First, money. The fossil fuel industry has spent 10 times more on lobbying than environmental groups and the renewable energy industry combined. That's not even counting fossil fuel elections spending. Republican and fossil fuel interests pushed for the Citizens United decision allowing unlimited election spending by special interests. Second, dark money. We voted on it a half a dozen times. Every time, every Republican voted against it. Third, energy. Renewable energy is now the cheapest form of energy on the planet. By damaging Earth's natural systems, climate change costs Americans money. Lots of money. Climate change is raising grocery prices. Coffee, chocolate, sugar, and orange juice are just a few of the staples whose prices have spiked in response to floods, droughts, and heat waves made worse by climate change. Heat waves, hurricanes, wildfires, droughts, and floods raise generation and distribution costs, raising Americans' utility bills. And then there's insurance. This is the big one, not just because of the added costs for consumers, but because of the risk that an insurance crisis triggers a deep and lasting recession. Texas had the fourth highest average homeowners premiums in the country last year at around $6,000. In Louisiana, premiums averaged almost $11,000. In Florida, they were over $14,000, and those are projected to get far worse. That's when you can find a company to write coverage, non-renewals, where your insurance company fires you after you've been a loyal customer for many years because they can't afford the risk of your property. Non-renewals are spiking around the country, up 278% in Florida, 267% in Louisiana, 944% in Chambers County, Texas. No insurance? No mortgage. Wide-scale crash in coastal and wildfire-prone home values is likely to trigger a larger economic meltdown. Wouldn't it be great if colleagues on both sides of the aisle would focus on this, the real danger, rather than attempting to project fossil fuel dark money mischief onto the organizations and elected governments that are trying to protect Americans from climate change?